Ontario is one of the 13 provinces and territories of Canada. Located in central Canada, it is Canada's most populous province, with 38.3% of the country's population, and is the second largest province by total area. Ontario is Canada's fourth largest jurisdiction in total area when the territories of the Northwest Territories and Nunavut are included. It is home to the nation's capital city, Ottawa, and the nation's most populous city, Toronto, which is also Ontario's provincial capital. Ontario is bordered by the province of Manitoba to the west, Hudson Bay and James Bay to the north, and Quebec to the east and northeast, and to the south by the U.S. states of off-land border, made up of portages including Height of Land Portage on the Minnesota border. Ontario is sometimes conceptually divided into two regions, Northern Ontario and Southern Ontario. The great majority of Ontario's population and arable land is in the south. In contrast, the larger, northern part of Ontario is sparsely populated with cold winters and heavy forestation. The province is named after Lake Ontario, a term thought to be derived from Ontario, a Huron word meaning Great Lake, or possibly Scanadario, which means beautiful water in the Iroquoian languages. Ontario has about 250,000 freshwater lakes. The province consists of three main geographical regions. Despite the absence of any mountainous terrain in the province, there are large areas of uplands, particularly within the Canadian Shield, which traverses the province from northwest to southeast, and also above the Niagara Escarpment, which crosses the south. The highest point is Ishpetina Ridge at 693 meters above sea level in Temagami, northeastern Ontario. In the south, elevations of over 500 meters are surpassed near Collingwood, above the Blue Mountains in the Dundalk Highlands and in hilltops near the Madawaska River in Renfrew County. The Carolinian Forest Zone covers most of the southwestern region of the province. The temperate and fertile Great Lakes St. Lawrence Valley in the south is part of the eastern Great Lakes lowland forests ecoregion, where the forest has now been largely replaced by agriculture, industrial and urban development. A well-known geographic feature is Niagara Falls, part of the Niagara Escarpment. The St. Lawrence Seaway allows navigation to and from the Atlantic Ocean as far inland as Thunder Bay in northwestern Ontario. Northern Ontario covers approximately 87% of the province's surface area. Conversely, Southern Ontario contains 94% of the population. Point Pelly is a peninsula of Lake Erie in southwestern Ontario that is the southernmost extent of Canada's mainland. Pelly Island and Middle Island in Lake Erie extend slightly farther. All are south of 42 degrees north, slightly farther south than the northern border of California. Ontario's climate varies by season and location. Three air sources affect it: cold, dry, Arctic air from the north, Pacific polar air crossing in from the western Canadian prairies, U.S. northern plains, and warm, moist air from the Gulf of Mexico and the Atlantic Ocean. The effects of these major air masses on temperature and precipitation depend mainly on latitude, proximity to major bodies of water, and to a small extent, terrain relief. In general, most of Ontario's climate is classified as humid continental. Ontario has three main climatic regions. In the northeastern parts of Ontario, extending south as far as Kirkland Lake, the cold waters of Hudson Bay depress summer temperatures, making it cooler than other locations at similar latitudes. The same is true on the northern shore of Lake Superior, which cools hot, humid air from the south, leading to cooler summer temperatures. Along the eastern shores of Lake Superior and Lake Huron, winter temperatures are slightly moderated, but come with frequent heavy lake effect snow squalls that increase seasonal snowfall totals to upwards of 3 meters in some places. These regions have higher annual precipitation, in some places over 100 centimeters. Severe thunderstorms peak in summer. Windsor, in southern Ontario, has the most lightning strikes per year in Canada, averaging 33 days of thunderstorm activity per year. In a typical year, Ontario averages 11 confirmed tornado touchdowns. However, over the last 4 years, it has had upwards of 20 tornado touchdowns per year. with the highest frequency in the Windsor-Essex Chatham-Kent area. Though few are very destructive. Ontario had a record 29 tornadoes in both 2006 and 2009. Tropical depression remnants occasionally bring heavy rains and winds in the south, but are rarely deadly. A notable exception was Hurricane Hazel, which struck southern Ontario centered on Toronto in October 1954. Prior to the arrival of the Europeans, the region was inhabited by Algonquin in the northern, western portions, and Iroquois and Wyandot people more in the south, east during the 17th century. The Algonquins and Hurons fought the Beaver Wars against Th.